So if you're watching this video, you're probably watching it because of one thing. Vinted Pro is coming to the UK. Today I'm going to tell you all the things that I know about what's happening and when it's coming out, and is Vinted Pro going to be actually any good for resellers. If you're a reseller, you'll probably sell on eBay. That is the main source. That is still number one. No matter how many people moan about it, we all still use it because it sells the most. But we do use Vinted. If some resellers say they do not use Vinted to sell stuff on, they are lying, because we all do. And you can tell because who's going to put a professional photo on Vinted? The proper normal people on Vinted usually just take a picture of it on a bed, or not even you on a bed. The photos are absolutely terrible. But good news for all resellers, people who are actually do this for a living, Vinted is coming to the UK as a pro service. Yes, no more worrying, am I going to get banned today? No more worrying, oh, have I put too many things on? Can I sell this? Can I sell that? No more worrying, because Vinted are coming to the UK very soon. As you know, Vinted is a platform where you can sell a multiple number of things. Not everything. It's not as, I wouldn't say it's as good as eBay, because eBay you can sell absolutely everything. But Vinted, you can sell the vast amount of stuff: clothing, toys, gaming stuff, and a bit of homeware. I think Vinted's really good, because one thing we do all hate about eBay as resellers is the fees. There's fees on top of fees on top of fees on top of fees, and it's just getting worse and worse and worse. We get fees on our postage and packaging, so we end up having to pay for postage and packaging anyway, because I don't know why. It's a hassle to get refunds if you're a seller. There's so many things wrong with eBay, but eBay always comes out on top because you just sell more, because it's worldwide. You can put whatever you want on there, and it's been around for years. But now Vinted are coming with their pro service to the UK. It's not new, because they've been doing it in France on a trial, and it must be working well, because they wouldn't even be telling people about it coming to the UK. So I'm going to go through what I know. I'm going to show you what's been said, and yeah, tell you my honest, genuine thought on, is it going to work? Is it any different? What's the point in pro when you're already selling on there anyway? And basically, am I going to go to pro, or am I going to stay on as a normal seller? So let's go on to Vinted Pro and see what it's all about. You can easily find it through Google, and it's saying Vinted is for professionals. If you want to sell high volumes of items on Vinted, more than just clearing out your closet, you need to sign up for a professional seller account. Why is Vinted Pro? It is basically unlimited sales, so we can sell as much as you want. So for me to be unlimited sales, does this mean I can sell multiple things of the same thing? Obviously, it says also potential of millions of buyers across Europe. Vinted doesn't do that at the moment. We only sell to UK people in Vinted. And of course, it's still got all the bonuses and privileges of being a normal Vinted account. So when you're thinking about being a pro, so a business seller, I'm thinking maybe there's going to be some catches about it. Is there going to be fees? Is there going to be restrictions on stuff? Can we have both accounts? All this is going to be explained in this video. It's basically saying you've got to be a business, and you've got to register as a business. So you've got to have obviously a business name, all the stuff that what a normal business is. You can be a sole trader, so don't worry about all the technical stuff. Also states that basically you have 14-day policy on refunds, which is pretty obvious, which is less than what normally you get. And also, you can see it tells you what you can sell. It is still the same stuff. You're not allowed to sell more things than usual. It's just you're allowed to sell a lot more of it. So hopefully I can sell a lot more of certain things. So if I've got stuff where I bought in bulk buy, I can sell more, like put in quantity, like you can do with eBay. As you can see, when you sign up, I haven't signed up, but I'm showing you the page what you do, sign up, and it's got the registered business name, your trade, register, your company number, all that. But most of that you won't really need. If you're a troll, if you're a sole trader, that's all you need to put. And obviously the details what you have to put. VAT, you don't need to worry about that, because most of the people who are watching this probably are not VAT registered, because you have to earn like over like 80,000, 85,000. And then you just put in, like I say, all your details and so on. No official date. I have actually tried to sign up to it, and it doesn't let you sign up to it. I did email them today. This is why the video came out today. I was meant to be doing it yesterday, but I was waiting for the email reply. They said, thank you for messaging us about Vinted Pro. Unfortunately, we haven't got a date set yet for when Vinted Pro is coming out in the UK. And then they just sent me the web link to the pages as I showed you. So there's no official date on when Vinted Pro is coming, which is a bit, I wouldn't say annoying, but usually they would put a date out of when. So it might be summer or winter, but it could be any time. It could be next week, it could be in a couple of months, it could be next year. There's no set date. I feel like it might be, I say, before probably summer. I'm not saying, I was thinking it might be like Easter, but I really do think it probably be before the summer holidays, when people are all off and people are trying to sell stuff. But like I said, this is a business account. This is nothing to do with normal people. General people looking for a little side hustle and all that, you won't even bother with this, because it's just a waste of time. Me as a business and a full-time reseller, like I say, I sell most of my stuff on eBay, and I do sell stuff on Vinted. A lot of the stuff I sell on eBay, I put on Vinted, but the majority does sell on eBay. I might get a few sales. I probably get about 4 or 5 sales a week on Vinted, depending on what I put and what prices. Because what I have noticed with Vinted compared to eBay is, if I put the same prices of the item on both, I find it hard to sell the item on Vinted. On eBay, you have a lot of comparisons to find, and that. On Vinted, I just feel it's more people looking for a cheap item. Yes, I have sold expensive stuff on there, but it's very, very rare. But what are we gonna get actually from Vinted Pro? Is it gonna be any good? Over the last, I would even say, year, we have seen lots of sites come up. Poshmark was one, and it's failed. Now Whatnot's the whole bee's knees, everybody's going to it, which I actually do think will fail as well. And are Vinted trying to compete with them, which I don't think they do, because I think they are above them anyway. I think eBay is number 1 and Vinted is number 2 in the UK. They must think there is a gap in the market to compete with eBay. They must research and see that people who sell on eBay are not happy with all the fees. And are all the people selling eBay gonna move over to Vinted Pro? I don't know. Would I? No, I wouldn't. The thing is, eBay is a worldwide community. You can sell anything, anywhere. Yes, they have fees, but you are getting a lot, and they're demanding a bit of money back, where you're selling stuff. And as a reseller, if you're moaning about fees because you picked up something for like 2 or 3 quid and they're taking some fees off you, you shouldn't be a reseller, because you're still making good profits. Obviously Vinted, you don't have to worry about fees, your postage, everything you sell on there is your money. And that's why Vinted is great. if they can compete with eBay on them areas, then I can see them getting a lot of business. But can I see eBay really letting Vinted do this? No. eBay have been doing this for a long time. I don't see eBay just sitting there and watching Vinted take all their customers, all their businesses away from them. I think eBay will come back and bite Vinted in the backside. I really do. I feel like that if you're a business seller on eBay, they will do some sort of thing like maybe free shipping, or cut down the fees or something like that. I can't see them not like doing something, because it could destroy the business. It's not going to destroy their whole network, because eBay is too big. It's going to be around forever. But Vinted will take a lot of people away from eBay. New sellers will be definitely starting up on Vinted because more profit. I will be selling everything on my pro account when it comes out, the same as eBay, but it doesn't mean I'm going to sell more, and that's the problem. eBay still sells a lot more than what I sell on Vinted. Like I say, I put most of the stuff I have on both platforms, and it's probably 90% to 10% to eBay. So for this to work, they've got to do something. I don't know. They've got to do something to draw customers away. They're advertising a lot. They promote programs. They're always on TV, on adverts, and that's great. But is a customer who goes to Vinted going to buy somebody from an ordinary person, or are they going to go to somebody who's got a pro account, knowing they're a seller, and actually buy off them? What is the difference? And that's what I don't get. Why have one account and not have the other account? Is there going to be any difference? The only difference I can see is you can probably maybe sell more, and you're not going to get done, basically, because your class is a business. But then, are you going to get not as many sales becoming a business? Because then people will think, well, you are a seller, you are selling it at a higher price. I can find it on normal Vinted as a lower price. Do we have like a symbol where we gonna know who are sellers and who are not? Are we gonna get bonuses? Are we gonna get something extra in our accounts so we can sell more than private sales? Because in the end of the day, if I'm not selling more on my pro account than I do on my normal account, what is the point? So it's going to be quite interesting. I'm obviously going to do some more videos about this when it comes out. I'm going to do some comparisons. I'm going to actually do some like tests, have my normal account compared to my pro account, put them all down and see where I sell it more, and see what happens. And yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. But let me know what you think about it. Are you for it or against it? Do you think it's going to work or not? Let me know in the comments. But anyway, thank you for watching.